Hey. What up, yo? You already know what time it is, baby. Conversation with the stars, hosted by yours truly, Uncle Blood. We having some bad connections, man. So, like, I really need to relocate and move somewhere close to a mountain where I could just be on my own and just own a huge amount of network. Like, yo. Oh man, look it up. Oh man. It's super terrible. I can't even see a profile picture. All right. Let's see. This network is really driving me crazy. It's really driving me insane.
Okay, let's make this work. Please make this work. Yay. There you go. We're back. Excuse me?
Is that you beautiful?
Oh, no, but thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And
Got
own that.
it. Thank
So
you. Oh, goodness.
I'm looking at these glitches and they kind of making me mad. So like I'm wondering what's gonna happen now. So like okay, let's keep it going so that if it happens, yeah, we're on the safe side.
We can push through.
You love natural hair so much. Why is that so?
Um, okay. Well, to be honest, why I started wearing my Russian hair was because after my father passed, I kind of went into a bit of a depression, a bit of a low point in my life, and I just wanted to figure out who I was and stuff. And in a poem I wrote, I wanted to recognize my father's daughter. So I kind of stripped myself down to my natural space and just tried to love myself from that space again. As a woman, as an adult in your 20s, you have to find the strength in yourself, but that comes from within. And so I was looking for it as raw as possible. And so my natural hair journey was exactly that.
Oof, wow. So like I've seen this idea of having, let's say, brown skinned dolls and Barbies. What do you think about the idea? Because I think it's something that should be really like considered. Because black kids grow up hating brown skin, like we grow up hating our skin because we wanna
Yeah.
be what we see, what they bring to us and say this is how you should be. But I think
Right.
those black girls could make a difference. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. I agree with that. I just think, right now we're in a space where black girl magic and black personifications are very cliche lately. So it's very
Yeah,
commercial the way that it's being, viewed. Like it's a novelty to buy a black doll. Like why is it such an excitement to buy a black doll when we're supposed to be having black dolls? Like, um excuse me, but it's that's what it is. It's we shouldn't look at it as an excitement. Like I always feel this way about Heritage Day. I feel like Heritage Day, as much as it's an amazing day, it's the one day of the year that we get to wear African traditional attire. Like we're supposed to have permission to do that, but if those
yeah.
circumstances weren't around, we'd be wearing it every day. We'd be playing with black girl little Barbie dolls every day. So right now we're in a really weird space in society where black girl magic and all these things are, commercialized and pretty and blah 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 blah, that it takes away from the normality is that this is someone's every day, like as it should be.
Oof. I like that. I really love that. Like I want us to go back to a time where we really embrace each other, like regardless of whether you're from Congo, Zimbabwe, Ghana, South Africa, whether you're too black or a bit
Right.
light skin, like I just want us to embrace each other and build together so that we can reach the
Mm.
continental goal. Do we even realize that we're supposed to have continental goals? Damn, man. It's so backward. Really fighting a losing battle.
Really, really.
Yeah, so like, how do you end up scoring a deal with Electro? But your hair is
Um,
goals.
you know what? That's just part of the modeling. That's my job. You go to a casting. The director wants to see you. You know, you sit down with the director, figure out who you are, you know, and stuff like that. I was just very unfortunate that, you know, the spaces that I'm in, um, I seem to impact on. And so, you know, other directors want to work with me here and there. And so I'm privileged enough to have other people, you know, wanting to be a part of whatever work that I have. So Inecta was that. It was, yeah, Khale. She's one of the few female directors in the commercial space, from Darling TV. She did amazing. You know, it's a great commercial. Our DP was also Mateo, from Isono. From Queen Sono. He was the DP on that as well. So it was a
Oh,
real team of like a lot of amazing creatives that came together, and we just had this sync with each other that just it reflected really well on screen.
okay. Like, I wanna get something out of the way real quick. Like, just to be on the same page with you. When you say DP, you mean like the director of photography, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right.
Yeah.
I just want
I'm
to
using the
sure. Because some say
terminology.
DOP. No, some just say DOP. So I wanna be sure. Like, are we in the same
Yeah.
space here? Yeah. All right. So like, so you said something on one of your interviews. You said like having a humble attitude makes other brands want to work with you. So I guess that's evident right now. So last year we were on a lockdown. While we were on it, you managed to spend like a day with more than 150 people. What were you doing there? What was going on? Like in what city, Jabba?
Jabavu City, yeah, in Soweto. So I'm my mother's child, and so I'm very into charity work. And I don't like calling it charity work. I like to call it community service because we're a community and we're just serving each other, honestly. So you know, me and my sister-in-law were fortunate enough to be able to just kind of come together. It was the end of lockdown, just coming out of it. I think it was level 3 that we were in,
Yeah.
and literally we were just like, my aunt owns a tavern in White City, so we were just like, why don't we just cook? Just wake up and cook. Just cook rice, chicken, veggies, whatever.
Oh,
Just cook, my fruits, everything, and open up the gates. And whoever in the community walks past the gates or you know is around the corner is more than welcome. So it wasn't an invitation, it wasn't an event, it was literally open doors and gates to the community and welcoming everybody in. So yeah, that's what it was. And the community reached out and they came to enjoy with us, and we were grateful enough to be able to just bring some joy in the midst of all this stuff, you know.
oof. Like I missed the last part, but I think I got the whole point. Like it's a great initiative. Like,
Thank
did you
you.
not have any problems with the police or any other people saying like you breaking the rules?
The social distance. No, so we were lucky because we actually got the city council to write off on the spot and on the day to be able to have that many people coming in and out. And also the way we did it, we didn't necessarily host it. People walked in, we dished up, and they walked out. You know, the next one walked
Oh,
in. Yeah, so it wasn't necessarily sitting. If anything, people were sitting outside on the streets because some ladies, there was this one mama who she was about 86 years old and she hadn't literally walked out of the house since we had gone into lockdown. So for, you know, 3 4 months, this old lady had nowhere to stretch her legs to see outside the sun, to speak to anyone, and she walked down the street to come have a meal with us. So you know, like, it wasn't anything of a event or organization. It was literally just being part of the community again.
wow. So like 86 years old?
And she walked with her cane and everything, dude. Like, yo, bruh.
Where will you be by that age?
Dude, like, imagine up the whole world, bro. One lady, one girl by herself, dude.
But you sorted. You sorted. You should have confidence. You super flex. I see you. And like that's something that surprises me. Like you're always smiling, you're always vibrant. I know this because like I do this. I'm always smiling with everyone that's around me. So I
Yeah.
noticed that people like me, we have some things going on. Like are there some things you have that you're talking about?
Right.
Do you have
Yeah.
some problems you're talking about?
Do I have some?
Look at the network. Not again.
No, it's not. I can hear you. You just need to repeat yourself.
Oh, all right. So I was saying, like, do you have some problems that you're going through that you don't talk about?
Yeah, you know what? I think we all have issues that we don't talk about. You know, mental health is a very serious thing that I think a lot of people go through without unsaid. Um, you know, I just don't. I try not to make it my identity. I think maybe that's the difference between most people and I try not to wear it. You know, like every day is a better day. So you got to wake up, right? You know, you got to get your ass out of bed. You have to smile. Like if you're not gonna smile, I don't know, dude. So I guess like that's just kind of part of my mantra every day is just to keep going. You know, because if you don't keep going, at some like what else is there to do? You know, keep smiling.
Yeah, I understand that because back to J. Cole. J. Cole once said, sitting around crying is like sitting around dying. If you want to
You
trust the
feel
sky,
me?
you're out flying. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So,
Absolutely. Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
There
so
you
like
go.
you spend a lot of times as a commercial model, like you're everywhere, Chelsea, Nissan, Nescafe, like, oh my God. How do you feel seeing yourself like on TV, on stars? How do you feel? Like, does that make you
Um,
look at it highly or how does that feel?
to be honest, I don't watch much TV, so I don't have to go through that of seeing
Really?
myself. Yeah.
You don't watch
Yeah.
TV when you're on it?
Not really. So
Oh,
honestly, it's like I see it, you know, and it's like, woo! You keep moving.
wow.
Yeah.
Like, if it was me, I would be waiting for that ad. Like, I bet they notify you about the time it's going to air, right?
Nah.
I would be like,
To be honest, yeah, no, it's just it would be other somebody else would send it to me and be like, "Hey, I saw you," and you'd be like, "Ah, job well
uh,
done."
I would wait for that every day, trying to see myself shine on that. So, like, how's the transition from a commercial model to now being on screen? Like, I want to start with the one you did with Urban Village, the music film. How's the transition coming from now you're a commercial model, now you have to do a film? What are the challenges?
Um, a lot. You know, when you're working on a commercial, you're there for 8 to 12 hours of your day, and then you go home. You know, and you've done your job. You've smiled in the camera. You've sold the product. You know, job well done. With a
Yeah.
film, it was you have to consistently stay in that state of mind. Um, it's so much more emotionally exhausting. Physically as well, it does take a bit of a toll. Um, because your mind has to also be okay with where it is. You can't lose yourself too much to it. So I
Oh
think
man,
the
I'm gonna need you to repeat
application
that.
to that stuff is so much more intense as opposed to being a model.
Sorry, I think I'll need you to repeat that because I had half of it.
It's the emotional and physical toll. It's so much more intense as an actress than it is as a model. The time, the effort, the dedication, just the mental, emotional tie, especially to your character, the closer it is to home, the more affected you get. So yeah, it's a lot more emotional awareness that you have to keep as an actress.
Okay, I got a question. Where do you get more money, like on commercials or on films?
On commercials.
Because they air like a lot, right?
Because it's a brand, so it's advertising. So brands are going to spend money to sell their product. With movies, it's a bit more of an art choice. It's you write a story, you express yourself. So they invest more in the advertising than they do in your expression.
So like, okay, let me not get into details. I might end up because like I wanted to know like on a scale like how would be like the difference? Like, would it be like jumping from 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 or like?
You know what?
Like
It also depends on like who you are. The more reputation you have, the more big dog you are in the industry, the more people pay. So yeah, it depends. It really does depend. Yeah.
and now you're well known, you're well made. So I got it.
I don't know
so,
about all
so
that.
like
I
you
don't know about all of that. But we try.
what did you just say? What did you just say?
I don't know about all of that. But we try.
Man, this network is making me mad. Damn.
I'm here. I can hear you.
You hear?
Yay! Yes, you're back. Can you hear me?
Oh, we there. So like,
Great.
I'm gonna like have to answer. I'm gonna need. Nah, you break. I can hear you, but you breaking. You breaking.
Okay, I think we're stabilizing.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Sorry.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh no. Can you hear me?
Like it's frustrating me. Like it's really frustrating.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can. I can. I can.
Okay. Cool.
So like I didn't hear any of the last answer. Like I will need you to repeat that and then
Sure. So sorry, what was the question? Was it what's the last question? Was it about the difference between commercial and acting? Was that the question?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just the physical and emotional toll it takes on you as an actress. And yeah, the more recognition you have in the industry, the more popping you are, the better your rates, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, you must be oof. All right. So like, so tell me about Nandi, like the most or a highly anticipated film. Like I'd like to believe it's the highest anticipated film in the country right now because the trailer is, oh my god! You know, like when I first saw the trailer, I was like, okay, no man, I know this face, like, I know this lady, but where do I know her from? Where do
What?
even today I
Really?
don't know. Even today I don't know. I believe like it's because I would see you on some ads, and you know, like you don't really take ads into consideration that much. Like I think I saw
Yeah.
you on ads, I didn't really pay attention. Now I'm like, no man, this face is super familiar. And I was interviewing Llewellyn Cordier like a few weeks back, and she told me that it was you, and I was like, yeah, okay, but why is it only the first time she being on a film? Because the talent insane. Like why do you think that's the cause? Like, I think by now you should be on like 7, 8 now.
Damn. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. I don't know. I guess you know what? I'll
So
take some of the blame. I it was
I'm committing suicide.
I didn't take it seriously when I started because it was for my I was trying to pay my fees and pay my way through tuition and rent and stuff. So I didn't look at it as a career. I didn't look at it other than, just another exercise of my creativity. So I would also say that it was my late coming to the party, and investing in it that also took its time. Like everyone takes their time.
Oof. I like you have like a lot that's coming. I can tell that for you. Like,
Oh
so
man.
how do you get the call up? How do you know that now I'm on Nandi?
You know what? It was actually crazy. So I saw their edition costing online. I think it was Alicio, our executive producer, who posted it. The last day of auditions, I showed up, right? And I didn't know that there was a script that we had to prepare. So I just
Oh,
rocked up and Desiree, the desk was like, "Hi, do you know that you had lines?" And I was like, no.
oh.
And then she gave me like 20 minutes, 20 minutes to go learn the scene, come back and do it. And so I did that. I came in, I did the scene, and then I walked out. And Richard Gao, who is my co-star, um, I did the audition with him, and he comes out and he's like, "Are you sure you're not 15?" Because
You know?
apparently I looked very young. 15.
Oh,
Because I looked very
really?
young. Yeah, but Alicio came out and he was like, "I'll see you at the callback. Don't waste any more time. I'll see you next week." Yeah, and that's really, really what happened. It was that I did the callback and the shoots, and we were on rehearsal.
That easy? Wow. Like people had sleepless night preparing for that audition, then you just rocked in like got that in the head and you got so like
No, I give it up to God. It's God. It has nothing to do with me, honestly. I'm grateful for it. That's it.
it's a great show. Like I can't wait to see the whole movie because the trailer already I'm sold. So like
Thank you.
throughout the process of throughout the whole process of shooting, what was the most difficult thing for you?
Um, I think at the time I had lost someone very special on the day of shooting, and so I think the hardest thing I had to deal with was the grief and then just being present in the whole thing, you know. Balancing out that emotion was very tough. You know, like I guess once you guys watch it, you'll see that literally Nandi's a mess. She's crying and she's a mess, the whole thing. But a lot of it was a very natural mess because I was really just in that state of emotion the whole time. I would break down crying in the middle of set, and Khalid, the director, would be like, let's take it from there, you know, so it was just about trying to be present as much as possible, but also dealing with the emotions that Tenji, not Nandi, was dealing with at the same time.
Wow, shout out to Khalid, man. He seems like a great guy.
Absolutely amazing. Like
No, like
I
I know his
couldn't have
professional
done
work
it.
is amazing, but you know.
He is. No, I couldn't have done, you know, I know we all say that but Khalid, honestly, there's nothing other than amazing that I can say about him. His way of storytelling, the backtrack of the characters, the way he's invested so much in the character itself to give it to you, to be able to portray it. He's an amazing artist. Yeah.
Shout out Khalid, man. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see more of his work, and I just want him see him succeed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's been showing us love this side as well. So yeah, shout out
Definitely.
Khalid. And like
Always.
Llewellyn speak very highly of you. Like he speaks super highly. He respects you. He loves your work. Like why is that?
You know what? Llewellyn is he's such a great guy. Honestly, I have nothing else to say
Yes.
about Llewellyn. He was such a wonderful person on set. You know, his character isn't the most great of people, but honestly, he was one of the people that kept me laughing most of the time on set. You know, I had a really great support system, and he was part of that. So yeah, Llewellyn and his little jokes and his little, you know, punchlines in the most random of times, you know. He's a wonderful person, a wonderful guy, and an amazing actor as well. Like his switch from funny goofball to until the camera turns on, he's the serious, you know, biz guy. It's just, yeah, he's an amazing guy.
Shout out to him, and yet he claims he's shy.
He is.
So okay, so back to that question, like how challenging were the like schedules? Because I hear you shot like all of the scenes were night scenes. How challenging was that?
Very. I'm not even gonna downplay it. You know, every scene was a challenge, and I think strength it takes to do that. So yeah, I can't really pick out a scene, to be honest. I think maybe just for selection I would say,
I'm sorry. I'm going.
no. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Please.
You know, like no, you breaking in. I have like the last two questions. This crazy
No
part.
problem.
Okay, so like yeah, let's do like all right. Let's do this one again. How like tell me how challenging the shoot was since it was like all night scenes.
It was hella challenging. I mean, we shot from 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. back to back to back to back to back. And I think, like, you know, once you see the film, you realize the amount of just physical and emotional exertion that went into this project in such a short time. Yeah, it was certainly a lot, and we shot this whole thing in 9 days. Like this is just completely 9 days. So each scene was like you give it your all, constantly, constantly, constantly. So yeah, every scene was a work and a half.
Okay, like, were you ever intimidated by the grays you were around?
Are you kidding me? Do you see my cast?
Yeah, I'm saying, were you intimidated? Because I see Lorcia Cooper, like, I see some grays. I wonder I wouldn't know how to act.
Oh my goodness. I really was. I'm not gonna lie. I think even from, Richard Gao, I mean, he's on Legacy now. He's an amazing actor. Just having him and then like seeing Lorcia, and then you see Dusani, then you see Llewellyn, then you see Noah. It's just like, it was like punch after punch after punch for me. But at the same time, I had so much support. I had so much support. Um, Lorcia was a great role model as well. If anything, she really brought me out of my shell. She challenged me a lot. She really did challenge me a lot. We're the only two females in cast, so we had
Oh,
to, yeah, we had to face each other a lot. So um, luckily, she also knew what I was dealing with on the set. So she, like, when she would come to me, she'd be like, she wouldn't say anything. She'd just look at me with these locked down, intense eyes and be like, let's do this thing. So yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
girl
I
power.
had a lot of support. Yeah, and it was great just to watch them as well. Camilla, as well, a wonderful, wonderful actress. So just to be able to watch them work and try find your way through it, was exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine. Like, if you are coming for part two or whatever, just invite me on set. I want to be a runner. Just yeah. So, what was your favorite moment from the whole shoot?
Huh. You know what? I think it'd be like being in makeup and wardrobe. I think like our pre-loading to each scene, I think that was a lot of fun. Um, because I think everyone was very sensitive to the type of movie we were making. So everyone always tried to like stay positive. Or everyone always tried to put their best foot forward. So loading up to those scenes, yeah, it was very warming, just like being around sets, and we became quite a family on set. It wasn't just cast and then crew. We all integrated. Yeah, it was. I think that was the best part, working together for a common goal. All of us was great.
Yeah, yeah, this is very great.
Yeah.
I love being on set, though. Like, it's
Oh
super
yeah.
nice, super, super cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I hope one day I'll get to be with you on the same set and just watch you firsthand and not
Okay,
watch the
man. Let's
edit.
put it out into the universe. Let's put it out there. Spread that energy.
The energy never lies. Yeah, before I let you go, man, I want to know what else are you working on this year?
I'm really just trying to get back into my writing. I've written a few scripts along with a few people. So pitching to Netflix and hoping to really spend some more time behind camera, because that's what I wanted to do when I left high school. I wanted to direct. People don't know that, but that's where I wanted to do. So I think just spending this year just trying to invest in like my other creative spheres, so that as a whole it makes sense whenever I step onto any set or any project. I'm able to contribute in any way or fashion.
Wow, are you ready for all those responsibilities?
Challenge accepted. Bring it on.
Hey, directing is a difficult job, man. Oof. Shout
It
out to all the
is.
directors out there, man. You got to be responsible for everything. It's almost the same as
Yeah.
producer. Imagine being a
And
producer and you don't
egos
know how.
and stuff.
Imagine
Definitely.
someone allergic to something and you bring it as lunch. Yeah, and someone is like, I'm allergic to pork. Now you have to go get something. Wow. Yeah, man. It's like, thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. And I
Thank
know
you.
there's a little girl out there trying to be like, I was warned, and I don't know if just warned only, but I was told not to say never allow the person to be the next somebody. So what I wouldn't want to say they want to be the next Tenji. I would say they are aspiring to be on the same level as you or even better. What would you say to them?
Yeah. I would say don't let others limit yourself, and don't limit yourself either. I think sometimes we are our biggest enemy, and our biggest obstacle of progress can come from ourselves instead of others around us. So yeah, like your inhibitions, your insecurities, don't let that define what you think you deserve or what you think you can do. Like let go of that control and just swim, man. Swim. Really.
Text me straight to the comment. You hear what the homie say? You ain't slowing down for no one. Nobody. Is Nandi
I'm
coming on
trying not to
Netflix?
blush, and he knows.
So like we losing Nandi on Netflix by the end of July.
Perhaps maybe not by the end of July, but before perhaps the end of the year, it would be on the main screens. It is being viewed though at the Durban International Film Festival from the
Yeah.
22nd to the 1st of August. So I think we're just hitting the film festival circuit before we go on main screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it, man.
No pressure at all.
You killed us. You killed us with the. Yeah, first of all, I want to compliment the first thing that I liked was how you came into the. Oh my God.
Thank you.
You don't get it. Like, it's like you're on drugs. Okay, no, she's not on drugs. She's going through something. It's like, what's going on? Is she tortured? Is she trying to run away from something? Is she fixing us? Okay, maybe she's like a prostitute trying to get back. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And then the sound is so on point. Like, man, I can't wait to see it. When I found out the y'all stole the money, you and your boyfriend stole them things. I can't wait,
We
man.
stole the drugs, man. We stole the drugs, man. We stole all of the drugs, all of the streets.
Man, thank you again for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me, man. It was great to talk to you about it.
God bless, and I wish you all the
You
best.
too. Much love. Thank you, everybody.
God bless. We out. Yeah, shout out to you all for watching the show, man. I know we've been having some network problems, but yeah, I'm gonna fix all that and I'm gonna edit the whole video and upload it on the tube. Yeah, we got this. Conversations with the stars, baby. Catch us tomorrow with another stuff. We out.